Hello everyone, welcome to part 50 of dating social networking website in Laravel 5.7 and 5.8, and we will continue once again responses, working on responses. That thing we are doing from last few videos. So you have seen that we able to do that responses thing, that actions thing we have done in last few videos, view details, uh, that contact back and delete action we have done. Now we are going to work on that thing we have also done. Sorry, seen and unseen message, that read and unread message. You have already seen that we able to do that kind of thing, that the message is that the user has seen the message or not. If I am going to open some another account, okay, you can see there that some of the message means whatever message has come, if the user, that will come as bold if the message is new. If you see here that that these messages are unread by the user, so these messages are bold, but once the user click the message, click the response, then it is going to be, means highlight thing is going to be removed. Okay, see here that if I clicked here and see the highlight thing has been removed from this response. Okay, so this one we have done in the last video, and now in this video what we are going to do, we will show the new responses here, means we will show the count of new responses here, and here also that every time if there are some new responses, then that we are going to show, like these 4 new responses are there. Out of these 7 responses, we are going to show here 4. Okay, and here also we are going to show 4, like this, so that user will come to know about the new responses, that how many new responses are still there that the user has not seen. Because if the ratio will increase, and if it will increase in the pages also, then the user will come to know that how many responses are still he has not seen. In case he is getting too many responses, then it's really useful. Okay, so we are going to work on this thing, and also every time if like these 4 responses are there and 4 is still here, and the user seen this one, then we are going to update in Ajax. So we are going to make it 3 in Ajax, and here also we are going to make it 3 in Ajax. Okay, so that thing also we are going to work on. So in this video we are going to do these few things. Okay, so let's start. And first of all, I am going to make one function, new responses count function. I am going to make in response model. Okay, okay, so let's open the response model. I have opened that. Okay, so in response model, I will make that function, that is public static function new response count. Okay, this function we will make, and here I am going to use that receiver ID, because we are working for the responses. This receiver ID, we will take the receiver ID of Steve, means that is the user ID of Steve. Here we are going to take it like auth user ID. Okay, this one. And now we are going to check this new responses, so that how many we are going to make it responses. Okay, new responses count. Okay, like this. We are going to check new responses count, in which we are going to check this from the response. Okay, where one thing is receiver ID. Receiver ID is the ID that we have just initialized, and after that we will do that thing. Theme. See here the theme thing that we are going to check from 0, means 0 are the unread message. So we are going to make condition with 0, that all these are new responses. Okay, so we are going to take with sorry, I think the video gets paused automatically. So what we have done so far, and see, we have given here four. Four number means responses four. Four is for the new responses. New responses that are the new responses that you are seeing as highlighted responses. These are the all the new responses, unread responses that the user has not seen yet, and we have made one function to get these new responses, and this new responses count function that we have built, and we are getting from the receiver ID. Receiver ID is the user ID that is currently operating his account, because that is the ID of the receiver, because he is checking his responses. So we are going to take this receiver ID from his auth user, okay, and after that we are going to check with scene equal to 0, because scene is 0 for the new responses, and once the response has been seen by the receiver, then by the user, then it's going to be changed to 1, but we will fetch the records with having seen 0. So this 4 value has come by this query, and this one we are calling here, and we are showing here this 4 value. Okay, this thing we have done so far, and now I am going to put this one in bracket like this. Okay, I am going to put this in bracket, okay, so that it will look even better. And now I'm going to refresh, and you can see that 4 has come up here. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, like if every time if the user going to see this response, then this highlight thing is going that we have done in last video, and along with it this will come to 3, because then only 3 unread message will left. After checking this one, we are left with 3 unread message. So this kind of thing we are going to do now. Okay, so we are going to use the same Ajax function and same function that we have done at that time for unhighlighting the responses, that thing for moving that highlight kind of thing from the responses after making the unread message to read one. So for that we are using, if you remember, that we are updating that from update response function. Okay, this one update response, and this one we are also updating the file that is I think that is main.js or some other file. We are going to see that which file we are using for that. And okay, let's see. I'm going to check here. We can do like this, like here see update response class is coming, and I'm going to check lean web, and I'm going to see update response is coming here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to check that which Ajax function we are doing. Here I'm going to give my project name getting 5.8, and going to check this update response that I want to see its jQuery function. So I am checking this one, that where I'm using here, it goes away. Yeah, main.js. We are updating this function in main.js. You can see. Okay, so we have got something to do here in response. We need to do here, and we also need to update this responsive function here as well. Okay, you can see that we are not returning anything from this function, but now we need to return, because we want to update the count. So we are going to call that same function once again that we have called here, and now we will call that same function once again. This function we will call there as well. Okay, so that we can get that count update, because after updating here it is, after sorry, here it is. Yeah, this is the function update response. So after updating the scene value of scene to 1, after that we are left with 3, but we need to calculate once again, and we need to call that that function again, so that we will get the exact value uh, from this new responses count function. And this one we can just do like this echo, and now this response value will go to this main.js response. Here it will come. Okay, and if you will see, you will come to see here that the response is coming here. Okay, you can check it, and I will show you that you can check it, and 3, the value will come as 3, and that value we are going to update here. Okay, so I'm going to show like if I'm going to refresh it first. Okay, you can see the phone for unread, and now I am clicking on this one, and you can see that here I click and 3 has come here, because now the count has come up to 3, because this one we have just clicked. Now after clicking this one, we are left with 3 unread messages. So this one 3 has come up here, and we are going to update this 3 uh, 3 there now. There we are showing responses 4. Instead of 4, we are going to show 3. So what we are going to do, we are going to add this response in some ID, some ID. We are going to some ID. In fact, not ID, but we will use class, so that we can update at front sidebar as well. We are going to update here as well. We will make here as well and there as well. So we will make one class like this one. I am going to add one new class, like new responses count. Okay, same class. So I'm going to use responses count, and here I'm going to do like the HTML response like this. Okay, so now this class I'm going to use here in our responses blade file, and here I'm going to use, I'm going to create one span inside this. Okay, and here I'm going to create span class. Okay, like this. Okay, so fine, and after that here it comes, and after that we are going to close it, span here like this. Okay, so now we will see, and after clicking on OK, I think we still need to refresh it. See here 3 has left, but still 4 has come. We are going to refresh, and then 3 will come. Okay, yes, we can see 3 is coming, but now we are going to refresh, and we'll see that whether it will automatically comes to 2 or not. Okay, so what I am going to do, I am going to hide this alert, because this one we have already uh, seen that it's updating fine. Only thing that it must work, new responses count must work, and this response must goes there, and this new responses count uh, we have given here span class new responses count, that is fine, and here it must update. Okay, so let's see. uh, so I am clicking, once again I'm refreshing, and I'm going to refresh it properly, because sometimes the query Ajax does not work. Okay, so I'm now clicking on this one, and let's see that it must come to 2 when I click on this one, and this is going to highlight, means unread. Okay, I'm going to click on this one, and now and you can see that 2 has come automatically. When I click on this one, 2 has come automatically. You can see that it is working fine. Okay, and now we also want to show here, but first of all we need to make sure that it is working fine. I'm going to click another response now, and after see this one, it is coming to 1, and this one also unhighlight, and this one also automatically change to 1. So it is working very fine, and we are updating from Ajax, and it is automatically updating to 1, and it is also this highlight thing is going away from this response. Okay, now same thing we are going to do with this sidebar, front sidebar responsive link. Okay, so what we can do, we can open this front sidebar, and there also we can add the same class. Okay, I'm going to search responses here as well, and we can add the same class there as well. Okay, responses count. Okay, here we can add, and yeah, we can add this complete thing there as well. Okay, including span. Sorry, can add from here to this up till end. Okay, and this one on sidebar, and here we can add it like this. And now I'm going to refresh it. And okay, so we need to add here as well this one classes, that response class we need to add here as well. So we'll add response class here as well. Okay, so now we are going to check once again. I'm going to refresh, and you can see that same thing has come here as well. Responses one has come here as well. Okay, in sidebar, even if you are in my photos, even if you are in my editing profile, you will come to know that response is still one response is the unread response. Or if you are working on some other thing, then you will come to know that there is one response has come that you have not seen. Like if you are working on the dating profile, or if you are searching some other profile, you will automatically come to know that one response has come, and you will get the notification of it in Ajax without even refreshing the page. Okay, so it's really a good thing for your dating website if you will update like this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some more messages. Means I'm going to make these read message to unread so that we can check once again. And I'm going to make, first I'm going to check this one, and then I'm going to make it once again. Okay, let's see. I'm going to click here, and now I'm going to close. You can see the zero has come here, zero has come here, and this one all the message has seen, so it is coming as zero, as there is no new response. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some responses once again. This one like hello Steve, what are you doing, like this one. I'm going to make it 0 from the database, so that I can again once again can able to do. And one two more. Hi Steve, hi, how are you? This one Steve, I'm going to make this one as 0 again. Okay, so and view, and this one also I can make it to 0. Okay, so now 3 I have done, and for testing. And now I am going to refresh, and you can assume that the last 3 message has not been seen by Steve. The last seen message sent by Amit Gupta to Steve, and Steve has not seen yet. And now Steve is going to see one of the response like this one. Steve is going to see. Okay, so they are now here at both ends. It must be 2 whenever Steve is going to open this view details pop-up, model pop-up. Okay, so I click on this one. Hi, how are you? He has seen, and he closes, and you can see that automatically updates to 2. So now it is working fine. You can see now it is clearly working fine. Now Steve skip this message, and Steve is going to see this message once again, and you can close, and you can see that it has been updated to 1. So now our functionality is working very fine, and you can also do this thing at your end, and I hope that no issue will come. Okay, so that's all for now. We have completed the 50 videos on our dating series, and I hope that you must have got some kind of knowledge from it that you can also implement in your other projects as well, because your basics will get clear. More videos if you will watch, your basics are going to clear, because sometimes we are going to add new things, and sometimes we are practicing old things. So it will be really useful for you if you will watch every video. And now I'm going to upload everything in GitHub as well for the first time dating series, so that you can get the code as well, and you can also can try the code offline at your end, and it will really helpful to you. So that thing I'm going to upload in few days, and will share you that link, GitHub link. Okay, so that's all for now, and if you have any queries, you can contact me in video description, and you can also send me message at Facebook as well. Okay, so that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.